Hello and welcome to the Bald Explorer podcast. This is a podcast where the Bald Explorer group, the walking group, have set out on a stroll, and in today's episode I thought I would share with you the experience of the group and what they get up to. This time we're in Midhurst, and Kevin Hall has organised it along with Cynthia. Hello, Kevin.
Good morning.
We are standing outside the South Pond in Midhurst.
Yeah, South Ponds.
One of the oldest attributes to Midhurst, because it was associated, I think, as a fish pool, was it?
Yes, correct.
With
Absolutely.
the old manor house here.
That's right, yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah, you've got your facts very well researched.
Yes. It all goes downhill from here on in. Start with something you know.
That's it.
And then I'm going to leave it to everybody else. This is your organised walk for the Bald Explorer group.
Along with Cynthia.
Yeah. Hello, Cynthia.
Hello there.
We've got a great number of people. Do you know how many we've got?
No, I haven't had a count up.
No, but there's about 20?
There's got to be.
Got 15 maybe.
15 to 20,
Yeah.
which is a great showing.
Yeah, good turnout.
Got a coolish day, but warm and cool after the day that we had recently.
Yeah, yesterday was very hot, wasn't it?
And we're just standing here. I don't quite know what we're standing here for.
Photographs of the birds on the pond.
Oh, yes.
Mainly the heron.
Mainly
the
the
heron.
We've got ducks, we've got Canadian geese. Yeah. Mallards. Yeah.
So where are you taking us? What little flight of fancy are you doing on this walk?
First part, we're going to be going to Midhurst Square, where the stocks are.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I'm getting slightly worried there.
Unfortunately, I can't get them unlocked.
Good.
All the railings for you.
Yeah, thank you.
From there, we're going to go through the old part of Midhurst, down through the High Street, and then we pick up the causeway, which gives everybody a lovely view of the ruins at Cowdrey Ruins.
Fantastic.
And then from there into the walled garden, and then we come back from there to St Anne's Hill.
From the river.
And then
Is that the River Rother?
River Rother. And this is part one of the two-part walk.
Brilliant. Well, shall we on y va, as they say?
I think we will, definitely.
Oh,
yeah.
and the sun has come out and warming my bonds.
Yes.
Very nice.
You should have brought your hat.
Yes, yes. I really wish I had.
Yeah.
Put sun cream on that head of yours.
Yes, thank you, Julia. I did put
Good.
sun cream. So we're taking a stroll now with the group, leaving the pond behind and the tree mallow that I've seen and various other wild plants that surround it.
Beautiful meadowing flowers back there, wasn't it?
Yes, beautiful. Yeah, absolutely, and the ducks and all of that.
Ducks and geese. I think they're Egyptian geese, aren't they?
Are they? Or
I
Canadian?
forget. No, yeah, you're right, Canadian. I always do that. with them. But they're lovely, aren't they?
They are. We also have with us the lovely Liz. Hello, Liz.
Hello, Richard.
Nice to see you.
It's a lovely day.
It's a beautiful day, great day for a walk, and I'm so thrilled that everybody's here.
Cross over, everybody.
Oh, we're crossing over a busy road, or fairly busy road, into old Midhurst, the old part of the town. You know Midhurst reasonably well, don't you, Liz?
Yes, because it's not far from where I live. Yes. Not on the Isle of Wight this time.
No, because you're in Liss.
Yes.
And so this is off the old A272,
That's right.
which is a renowned road for its lovely villages.
And for bikers.
Oh, do they?
They come from all over the country to ride the 272.
Cyclists?
No.
Oh, motorbikes. I was going to
yeah.
say, it's a hazardous road for cyclists,
Oh,
isn't
yes,
it? Because
yes.
it's quite a windy
Yeah.
road.
But,
But yeah, this is a splendid walk. We're approaching the Spread Eagle Hotel.
that's famous.
And next to that, a whole load of beautiful ancient timber-framed properties. And it is very much, if it wasn't for the cars, you could transport
Yes.
yourself straight back to the Middle Ages.
98 buildings in Midhurst are registered with English Heritage
Are they?
because of their age or architectural interest.
Are they Grade 1 listed and that
Well,
sort of
so
thing?
it just said they're registered. So.
Oh, right.
It was voted once as the nicest place in England to live.
Was it? I can certainly imagine if you could get a property in the centre here,
Yeah.
it must be very lovely. So we're turning away from the old town for the moment because we're going up to...
Well, we're just going up around the corner to the church and where the stocks are.
Oh, yes.
But I was just saying that in the Spread Eagle, the lower windows. There used to be a bar in there called the Coal Hole,
Oh, right.
and all the tables and chairs were made out of old wooden barrels.
Good heavens.
And I used to fall out of that door over there quite often when I was a teenager.
That doesn't surprise me one iota, Kevin. Let us carry on.
Yes.
Make sure everybody's here. So we've got Nigel Sadler here with his son Aaron. Hello, Aaron.
Hello.
Nice to see you. You've come all the way from Tunbridge Wells. That's a journey.
Tunbridge.
I beg your pardon. Tunbridge.
Tunbridge.
Not Tunbridge Wells. Yeah. That must be something that people get the mistake all the time.
Yes, we seem to think that because everyone's heard of Tunbridge Wells,
Yes.
and not many people have heard of the considerably older and more sophisticated Tunbridge, in my view. Although people from Tunbridge Wells would probably argue the other way.
Well,
but we are older anyway.
Yes, you've got a castle.
We got a castle.
Yeah.
And
Tunbridge Wells hasn't got that.
No, and Tunbridge Wells was Tonbridge's Wells, but then it became its own entity. So
Yes, there's Calibre Springs.
yes, which is all dried up at the moment.
Oh, has it?
Yes.
Which is no good for the visitors.
Not really.
No. Who go there to see the dippers,
Yes,
no doubt.
this time of year especially.
And you're a great supporter of the Bald Explorer, which I must thank you for, because you do comment on the videos
I
in
do.
such a positive way. Which is,
I do try.
no, you do, and it's really...
It's a challenge to try and come up with something that's slightly more original, rather than great video and
Yeah.
amazing video. But sometimes those is the correct words to use. But
Yes, no, absolutely.
if I can contribute anything towards the content,
This building
How
here
old is young Aaron?
registry office.
12.
12. And do you like walking?
Yeah.
You like photography. You've got a rather snazzy Nikon camera there.
Yeah.
Is that one of your hobbies?
Kind of. I haven't done it that much recently, but
This gives you a good opportunity to get out and take
you were a
pictures.
finalist in a wildlife photography competition.
Oh, were you?
Weren't you? Was it last year or the year
What
before?
were you taking photographs in the wildlife? Wildebeest? Elephants? Tigers? Giraffes? Sorry, I will let you speak.
I just took a photo of a swan and I got into the final.
Well, I bet it was just more than a photograph of a swan. I bet it was a terrific photograph.
I don't think it was actually the best photograph.
We got
that
up
I
early in the
sent.
morning though to take it, didn't we? It was a very
Yeah.
misty morning, and
Yeah.
it was this lovely mist which you get on the water at sort of 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, so
So it was
yeah,
worth doing it.
that's all you've got to do to win the competition. Just get up early, and you win them every
If you
time.
put a bit of effort in, it
Yeah.
usually pays off.
There you go. There you go. Fantastic. So we're now standing in the old square where the stocks are behind this grating here, and you can't get to them. It says for almost 1,000 years the market square here has been at the heart of Midhurst, and this plaque marks the reopening of the use of the parishioners of Midhurst continuing their right to hold markets and squares. And adjacent to that is the stocks and pillory, which are here from an early punishment in which offenders were held by the legs or wrists for public ridicule. I'm not going to get too close to that in case the same sort of thing happens to me, which is very easy to do. Ricky is one of our newer members of the group. Hello, Ricky.
Hello, Richard.
It's lovely to have you on our walk.
It's lovely to be here.
Good. And you have your girlfriend, partner,
My partner, yes.
your better half,
Yeah,
all of
definitely.
those things. Lara, who's very kindly agreed to help promote what we do on Instagram and social media, which is very nice. Where are you from, Ricky?
Originally from Croydon. We moved down to the south coast around 15 years ago. Mum brought us down here. Not looked back ever since. Got the South Downs as my playground.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, now you've got a nice snazzy Canon camera, so are you a keen photographer?
I'm picking it up slowly. I've always enjoyed photography. Just got bored of doing it with the phone and
Yes,
just do something
yes.
a little bit better quality. It's only a budget though. It's a 4000D.
Oh, well, it's better than mine. And I make videos with mine, so there you go. So the South Downs is your playground, and of course this is just on the edge of the South Downs here, I suppose, in Midhurst. Have you been here before?
Not to Midhurst. I've been to surrounding villages. Pulborough, Fittleworth, and all around there. I've never ventured this far out, so it's lovely to actually.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
get
old this part of it, because if you just drive on the 272, you miss this bit out completely, and you don't see it. And I didn't realise this existed till I came. Well, 2 years ago now it must have been, when I made my Midhurst video, and I was suddenly overwhelmed because I thought, I've never seen this part of it, and now, I really like it. And it's got these terrific old buildings.
It's absolutely stunning.
Absolutely stunning. Well, we've paused here. I don't quite know why we've paused, because this is supposed to be a walk. Let's see. Where are we going next, Kevin?
We're going to go down here, out of the square, and up through the old part of the town.
Fantastic. What is the name of the church that we're standing in front of? Yeah, he's only lived here most of your life, and you don't know. It's probably St Mary's, isn't it? Because they're mostly St Mary's. It is St Mary.
Mary Magdalene.
There we go. And St Dennis
Church.
Yes, there's a name for you, St
I
Dennis.
just showed Julia a
Yes.
separate little cemetery up there that's got 16 yew trees in it.
Oh yes, I've been there.
Yes, you came with us, I think.
That's
once.
right.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
that's right.
yeah.
It all rings a bell.
And she loved it, because the first thing she did, what do you think?
Went and hugged a tree.
I hugged a tree.
Yeah. Did she hug all 16?
Not quite, no. She did start counting them. When she got to about 10, she stopped.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. And did you all see the stocks?
I just pointed it out to some of them? Yeah. Luckily they were locked. As
And of course, inside there, did you remember that inside you got the old jail?
Yes.
The old term, yeah. GAOL.
Yeah. As in the proper old English
That's
spelling.
it. Yeah, exactly.
In the clink.
And not goal, as people think. Do you mean goal? No.
In the clink. Yeah.
In the clink.
I would say we'd go in, but there's a service on at the moment.
Oh yeah, we don't want to interrupt the service.
Are we going to have a look at the mural in Knockhanded Row by the bookshop?
The mural which mural?
Follow me.
Oh, here we are. A man with a little bit of knowledge now.
I've never seen that before.
I've never seen it before, no.
What's that?
The two
St Mary Magdalene and St
Dennis Church.
I mean, I don't know much.
Sorry.
Unless you sound that I don't know, but I mean...
I don't know who St Dennis was.
No, neither do I. And I just wondered what the...
Wasn't nothing to do with Margaret Thatcher, was it?
I don't think so.
That was his husband, wasn't it? Her husband, Dennis.
Oh, yes, I see. Yes, no, I was thinking about Blondie, Denis.
Oh, Denis. There we are. Maybe Blondie is in the church. Who knows?
I wouldn't think so.
Singing her heart out. Joe is another of our walkers here today. Hello, Joe.
Hi.
Where are you from?
I'm from Southwick.
From Southwick, yes.
Southwick, near Lancing, near Portslade.
Yeah. Yes. And what got you interested in the Ball Explorer?
I've watched quite a lot of your videos, and we came on the last walk with you at Shoreham.
Oh yes, that's
Shoreham
right.
Fort.
At Shoreham Fort, yeah, that was
an interesting walk.
That was when we were.
We got a bit windswept on that day.
We did, yes. It was earlier in the year, wasn't it? And we had the lovely. I've just forgotten his name now.
The guy who was showing us around.
Yes.
Yeah. Telling us about all the various cottages and the.
Absolutely, it was an interesting walk, because it was there used to be railway carriages that had been brought down to the seafront as cheap accommodation, and over the years they've of course been purchased, and the carriages mostly are swept away, and now there's a lot of very modern, trendy and slightly avant-garde buildings there.
A couple of them were put together at times, weren't they?
Yes. Yeah, no, absolutely. Somewhere along here, I believe, is a building that H.G. Wells worked in as a younger man. I think it's the chemist now. There's a plaque, isn't there?
Well,
There's a plaque up there, H.G. Wells.
Oh, there we go. Look at that.
That used to be Midhurst chemist, I think.
Yeah, maybe that's where he.
That's it.
He worked in there as a photography assistant, or so, I can't remember now. He did something anyway.
Yeah.
Obviously, he did something. Have we? Just checking we've got everybody with us. This is one of the things when you're running a group, that there are a lot of people, and we all go at different paces.
Yeah, it says it was a chemist shop on the side of that.
Oh, it was a chemist shop.
Yeah.
How interesting. Just checking at the rear. This is Lara. Hello, Lara.
Hello, Richard.
You're one of our new recruits.
I am.
You've been suckered in
I have, yes.
to help out. Well, you approached me really and said, "How about I can help you with social media?" Because that's what you do, isn't it?
Yes, that is what I do on an everyday basis.
And you thought, when I'm not working doing that,
Yeah.
I'll do some more.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. I love my job, so I would do it out of work as well as in work. And obviously, it's helping out a good cause.
Well, that's what we think, don't we?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So you're with Ricky, who we've just spoken to a few minutes ago, obviously in Bognor.
Yep.
How did you and Ricky meet?
Funny story. We used to work together when I was at university. I had a part-time job in a bar, and we met there, and we've been going ever since.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And you like the South, because Ricky was telling me he likes getting up on the South Downs. That's his new playground.
Yes, yeah. I'm not originally from around here, so I was born and brought up in London, and I came down here for university, and I just never left. And I think it's because it's so close to the sea and the Downs, and you just get more places to go, and we can get out and about more.
Absolutely, and the air is fresh.
Exactly. Yeah.
And there's, of course, it's all steeped in. I know London is steeped in history.
Yes.
But it's more obvious.
Yes.
You can get to it, can't you? And you're not being hassled by buses and taxis. And
I think we went to London not long ago, and we went up and looked at the museums and things, and you just can't see the things that you want to.
No.
Because there's just full of tourists. So,
yeah. Yes, absolutely.
So it's nicer here. There's less people getting in the way.
Absolutely. Well, we've paused here, and I don't think I know what this is, so I'm going to try and find out from somebody. What are we looking at? I'm going to.
Burgage stone.
Oh, here we are. This is Jay. Hello, Jay.
Hello, Richard.
So we've just paused in front of a building with a framed stone in a wall. Can you tell us what it is?
It's this is the last of many burgage stones that were attached to houses in Midhurst. A burgage stone represented a vote in Parliament until the Reform Act of 1832, when the burgage system was abolished.
You didn't just read that, did you?
No.
I knew
it off by heart.
Because you didn't read the last bit that says this plaque has been provided by the Midhurst. So that's what a burgage stone. I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
That's interesting. A burgage stone represented a vote in Parliament, and so you'd have the stone in your village, showing that you had that vote.
So it was landowners could vote and not commoners.
Right.
The bigger your.
So if you had another stone in another local place, is that where you then become a rotten borough?
Yes,
because
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So I didn't realise Midhurst was a rotten borough, but it was.
Is there more than one burgage stone here then?
Yeah, and the more you own, the bigger. But apparently there was no single big landowner. Obviously there was Lord Montague.
Yes.
I'm not sure who the other names was. So there was, I guess, always a bit of a battle about who got their way about the MP.
Oh, I see.
In some places, one landowner would own all of it, and he just literally chose his own MP.
The stone in the wall there has actually got carved into it Burgage.
Yeah.
And so then you would know, I guess.
That he owned this little bit of land, and presumably there were others dotted around Midhurst. That's the
if you knew a friendly stonemason, you could get half a dozen of those carved, couldn't you?
You could, yeah.
But I think probably people would know you were mucking about. Oh, how interesting. You learn something every day. Well, this is the oldest part of Midhurst, isn't it?
Yeah,
so,
this is a really old bit. So we just to your left there is the old library, which is now Midhurst Town Council offices. But it used to be apparently 5 little cottages, but
and it is a beautiful property, half timber and half brick now. Probably was originally timber, but it's got hanging tiles on the top, and then brick at the bottom with some of the.
It's just had a big makeover, and apparently the top floor now is available for hire.
Oh right.
By all account, it's been restored really well. I've not been in there, but it's supposed to look lovely.
I bet, yeah. So if you're having a wedding reception or something.
Such a beautiful building, isn't it?
Yes, this whole area is rather magical, and it's quite nice that the A272 does pass it by and doesn't go through it like so many villages. Although it does go through.
It does go through,
but not this old. Yeah, that's
it. They try to discourage any driving from up here, but the locals use it as a rat run, of course.
Yes.
Like you do.
Like you do when you're in the know. Richard Suggett is on the walk with us.
Hello.
Hello, Richard.
Hello.
And you're sporting your camera, taking
Sports
loads
my
of
cameras. Yep.
You, of course, are the man behind the Veg Grower podcast, an award-winning podcast.
Double award-winning podcast.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Unlike...
Are you with this party?
Yes.
Mind the step, because we're not open really.
Oh. We've just come through some metalled gates here with a gentleman with a T-shirt that says Hard Rock Cafe. You're not
no,
part of the Hard Rock. Where are we?
You're in the Midhurst Museum. I'm Dave Rudwick, and I'm one of the people who curates it with my brother. And this was actually my great-grandfather's taxi business many years ago. And in there is a picture of Rudwick's when it was a taxi business. Underneath here was a pit where they had, and then eventually they had taxis, motor taxis. Originally they had horse-drawn carriages, and my father used to keep his ferrets up on the top there.
How lovely, ferrets. Oh, fantastic. And you just let us in, just have a quick look.
Well, some of you are interested in the picture there of the ruins before it was a ruin.
Oh, yes, let's have a look.
Down in whatever it is.
Yes, in the 18th century, wasn't it? And we are looking at a great big drawing now, or painting, of the Cowdray ruins, complete, which is wonderful to get a glance of, because when you see the ruins, you get a sense of it, but seeing it all put together with its tiled roof and then the stone courtyard and the many turrets and towers and stuff is absolutely amazing. This is just before the Coburn's tea rooms in the Midhurst Museum, which says it's got free entry.
This one we change once a month. So we have people who come back here once a month, see what's on offer.
Oh,
We've
right.
just getting rid of some people. They've come away from Kent and they displayed their collection of shoes.
Oh, brilliant.
Next time it's board games.
Oh, right, what a great idea.
So whereas most people go to a museum
And it's the
once
same
a year,
yes.
we change. This room is changed once a year.
So you have special displays.
Special displays,
Yeah. Oh, how brilliant. And there's a nice old-fashioned telephone in there.
That's it, yeah.
With the candlestick.
And then
wind up, you know.
Yes.
I don't know why you wound
Midhurst 1-2. Hello. How fascinating.
What's in this book?
That's the toilet up there, but that's an add-on as such.
Yeah.
And so is the whole thing. It's all been made an arcade of
yes.
shops. But, so there was 2 upstairs plus the toilet, and there was 3 down here. But the people upstairs had 2 as a tea room, and then that used to be a little sweet shop, but that's just gone. It's going to be something else now. But we own or we rent both of these as a town museum.
Wow. Brilliant. How lovely, and to think, the horses and carts were in here and all connected to you.
I know, it's amazing. Come full circle.
Yeah, how brilliant. Yeah. Well, that's so nice to see because it's so rare.
Yeah.
It's so rare.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
thank you.
Mind the step
on the way out and back into the bright sunshine.
Just watch your backs and cars coming up and down.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, that is just a taster, really, of our walk. We're heading into Midhurst now, and then we're going to have a look at the Cowdray ruins, as Kevin had said. And really, I could just keep talking to people and doing this all day long, but I realise that will make a very large bit of listening. So thank you very much for listening to this podcast. If you want to get involved and join us on another walk, then do check out on the Bald Explorer Facebook group pages under events, and we usually have the walks at the end of each month, either a Saturday or a Sunday, and at the moment they're sort of in and around Sussex, but we do venture into Surrey, a bit of Kent and a bit of Hampshire as well. So anyway, thank you very much for listening, and see you or talk to you on the next one. Till then, from all of us here in Midhurst, bye bye.